Okay, we're going to practice a few exercises to get your rotator cuff muscle strong as well as the rhomboids. A lot of women especially get shoulder pain quite easily because we have a greater range of flexibility in our shoulder joint, and also because many times the smaller muscles that make up our shoulder joint are often weak and not used well. Okay, so we all, some of you may know the rotator cuff exercises that we do with the band, okay? All of this and these ones and this one and the one that we do behind with the TheraBand. So that's not what we're going to go through. We're going to go through a series of 4 exercises that you can try, which will help with not just the rotator cuff, but with the strength of the entire shoulder joint. So wherever your level of weakness or pain is, it should be able to help with making that area stronger, okay? So the first exercise, now all 4 of these exercises can be done at the beginner level on your knees, okay? So if you are an older person, if you are not able to stay in this squatting position while doing the exercises, you start off on the knees to do them. And if you can, then you go on a half squat with a lean forward. So if you can see, a lean forward, half squat, so you will stay in this isometric squatting position while we do it. The first exercise is called a Y, the letter Y. The reason is because you're making a Y with your hands, okay? So now, showing you sideways, when the hands come up, we want the hand right next to the ear. We don't want to see the hand, so it's not over here. It's straight up into a Y. And then when you bring it down, we want to squeeze the shoulder blades together so that we pull it down and back, okay? So you want to do this 10 times where you do a Y. Initially, you start without any weights. Just get used to the movement, get used to being in the squatting position. Progression from here is to be able to do it standing. If this is hard for you, then you will do it in a half squat. If this is hard for you, then you will simply do it on your knee, straight, or on both the knees. So the first one is the Y. The second one is the T. So as the letter suggests, you take your hands out into a T. Now, from here, the movement is simply a squeeze of the shoulder blades and back. So the hands are not moving. We're not doing this. There's none of this movement happening over here. You stay over here in a T, squeeze and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades and back. You will feel the squeeze. It's actually, if your shoulder muscles are weak, then you will find this to be quite challenging. So that was the second one, which is a T. The third one is called a W. So you make a W like this, a W with your hands, which is the starting position. And from here, you will reach up in a circular motion and bring your hands together over here. So showing the W. Again, the hand is right next to the ear, not in front of you. We don't want to be able to see our hands. So here, push. Here, inhale, exhale. If this is okay for you, then the same thing can be tried with a half a liter water bottle. 1 liter water bottle. You don't need to do these exercises with heavy weights. If you're able to do them with, say, up to a 2 kg, 10 reps for each exercise, then your shoulder is okay enough, and then you don't need to do these anymore. So that was Y, T, W, and the last one is an L. So for the L, you start in kind of a straight 90-degree position over here. And what we want to do is drop it down. Drop it down and take it up. Drop it down and take it up. Now, when you're dropping it down, the elbow does not drop. So we're not doing this. We're keeping the elbow up at 90 degrees and then dropping it down and taking it up. Nothing else moves. The shoulder blades stay together in the squeezed out position, and you drop and up. Drop and up. So those are the 4 exercises, the Y, T, W, and L. And one last one that I'm going to show you is if you specifically get pain in these areas over here, you know, somewhere between I'm being non-specific for a reason so that it doesn't, you can always get a diagnosis and understand what exactly is the muscle which is weaker from a physiotherapist. But doing this exercise wherein you lie down on the floor, make sure that both your shoulder blades are firmly touching. So this is when it's not touching. This is when it is firmly touching. Elbows are straight, and all you're going to do is take one off and put it down. Other one off and put it down. So it's like punching the sky. You're punching the sky. Nothing else is moving. We're really, really isolating some of the smaller muscles, and we are strengthening them only. If you're not able to do this with a weight, just do it without. Just make a fist and punch up. You must be able to do this 10 times on each side for 3 sets. If you're able to do it for 3 sets comfortably, then try it with a 1 kg water bottle. If that is comfortable, try it with a 2 kg. And if that is comfortable, then you don't need to do these exercises again. And that applies for the whole range of these exercises. So it will only show you, where your weaknesses are, and then you can do these exercises in your warm-up before your trainer calls you for your training session, so that we have done, the rehab work to strengthen what is weak before we go on to work out our larger muscles, which is what we end up doing much more so in a training session, in a workout session. Hope this helps you. Do try it out and let me know any feedback. Thank you.